Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the main event. It's Thursday, and you already know what that means. Plenty of laughs, off the subject discussions, and of course, real boxing talk. So pop open a cold one or vino. Here's the real life Tres Amigos, sports TV broadcaster and reporter, Bethel Duran, your host.
Yeah, baby, yeah!
And co-host, legendary Golden Boy matchmaker, Roberto Diaz, and world champion trainer, Joel Diaz. Ladies and gentlemen, this is ThursDIAZ.
Hello, everybody. We're back. ThursDIAZ. We're here today from LA.
There it is, Coach.
And there's Beto.
It's different being the host by yourself, huh?
No, I could be a host.
No, you can.
You left me before one time you went to the bathroom.
Yeah, we're good, Razo. Zoom out a little bit, back a little bit. So we're back. It's 3:30. Coaches here just came back from the lunch. Backwards, Razo.
The other way?
Yeah, the other way. Right there. Sinisa, you ready? Sinisa Estrada, right outside the door. She's going to come and join us right now. Oh, look at you.
A true warrior.
We finally get a fighter. There we go. All right.
Estrada. There you go.
There we go. What's up, Sinisa? So we're doing our podcast. Sinisa Estrada fights tomorrow.
Is that beer?
No, it's apple juice.
It's apple juice.
Oh, wow. You guys are drinking during this, right?
Yeah. We are a perfect example for fighters of like, you see the temptation, but you don't want that because you're in the zone right now. Yeah. You want champagne thrown at you tomorrow.
We're testing your limits. Yeah. We want to see how strong mentally you are. You know? If you ask for a beer, that means you're weak.
Yeah. So this is ThursDIAZ. We started doing the podcast last year, usually in the garage. So I taught myself how to do this like program thing right here, as Razo calls it, the little podcast. And this is the first time we've ever done it in person with each other.
What?
It's usually via the computer.
I know, my dad's your biggest fan. He watches you guys all the time.
Joe! To the wheels! Yeah, Joe! All right. So,
what's my favorite beer? What's my favorite beer?
Liquor.
Yeah, she got it.
Free. That's what it is. So, right here. So, Sanisa's fighting for a title tomorrow. Hey, wait, forget the fights. Anyways, how are you doing?
I'm doing good. Yeah, I'm ready.
Dos Equis, honestly, Joe knows.
He watches the show.
Yeah. So this is our first ever live podcast together, and you're our first guest ever.
Whoa.
Yeah.
So
there you go. Yeah. It's cool. All right, so now you've been asked questions all week long, including for myself. How do you feel? How's the fight? All that other stuff. Mm-hmm. It's boring when I ask you those questions, right?
Yeah.
See, on this podcast, we say the truth.
It's boring. Yeah. I hate hearing the same questions over and over.
What's the one question that I should never ask you?
That you should never ask me? Are you ready? You get asked that all through training camp, all week on fight week. It's like, I mean, shit. Yeah, I'm ready, but.
Do you ever just say like, no, I'm not? She should say.
Sometimes I say that. I'm like, no, I'm not ready. I'm not ready. Then it throws them off. They're like, oh shit. What?
You can cuss too. Go ahead. You feel free.
Oh, cool.
Hell yeah.
you know, as a trainer, I always see it. You know, I've been with fighters, different levels, and you see when the media comes in, they ask you for an interview, right? And yesterday I was at the press conference, and some of the fighters were coming around. They're like, "Hey, go rest. I mean, tomorrow's the weigh-ins. You guys need to eat." And they're like, "No, I gotta wait for an interview." Hey, you're gonna get the same interview tomorrow, and you're gonna get the same questions tomorrow. So, hey, you're gonna do it twice, just do it once tomorrow.
Dude, I yelled at some of the media guys. I'm like, you guys already asked her that.
Yeah.
You talked to her yesterday, but it's different. But you get it, the different clicks. All right, here's the most important thing. People are claiming you from East LA, Boyle Heights, El Sereno. Where is Sinisa Estrada from?
I'm from freaking.
From Michoacan.
Oh, there go. See, Razo's right there.
From Michoacan.
I was born at White Memorial Medical Center in Boyle Heights.
Okay.
Born there.
There's one.
But my grandpa, I trained at Hollenbach Youth Center in the heart of Boyle Heights since I was a kid. My grandpa lived on Soto Street, grew up there a lot, and then I moved to, my parents were raised in Aliso Village Projects in Boyle Heights, so I'm from East LA. But I grew up as a kid also in El Sereno, Northeast LA.
All right. See, so Sinisa is LA. So for all of you guys want to claim her, everybody can claim her right now, right? Oh, that Razo is East LA.
Born in the same hospital as Oscar De La Hoya.
Who do you get the anger of a fighter from? Your mom or your dad? Because I love the way when you're like, oh, you go in there. I mean, I mean, you know what? I'll never forget the fight with Marlene Esparza, man. I was like this, like, you know, I hardly ever watch women fight, but that day I was like this. Honestly, I mean, you were like, come on, let's do this. You know? I mean, dude, I mean, that was a fight where I'm like,
yeah,
you know, like, okay, dude, let's go, you know. But that was great. I mean, that was one of the greatest fights. And then your last one too. And I always say, because Antonio and I always pick on fighters, and we always talk when the fighters are really brave, you know, and they were like, oh, esta salió la mamá. Salió el papá.
Sometimes I think it's my mom, but no, it's definitely my dad for sure.
Just because he's here?
No, not because he's here.
It's not because he's here, right?
Yeah.
He's a fighter. He's been a fighter since he was a kid. Since he came here from Tijuana, Mexico, and he always had to fight to defend himself from.
Oh, well, you got the Tijuana blood. Okay, no problem.
That Tijuana blood.
Wait,
yeah,
I see it. He's from Tijuana. Oh man. Yeah. So the podcast is live right now.
Congratulations, man. Hey,
this is live. It's live on YouTube right now.
She's a true warrior, man. I mean,
we noticed that she was like,
oh, dude.
Oh, you have?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
We noticed. And you know who knows her more than I do? Antonio.
Really?
Antonio, because Antonio's more into the amateurs, but I remember him when they were kids. But she has the full package of a fighter. I mean, she's always there. She loves. I mean, you gotta love the sport. When you're in that ring, it's not about just getting in there and looking pretty. It's about loving what you do. You know, and when the fire starts, you gotta get in there and try to turn it off. Her, she always has the fire.
So even when she was little, you remember her?
Oh yeah, of course. We used to go to those amateur tournaments. She never changed.
Really?
Same.
So, but there's certain kids that just stand out. Was she one of those?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Really?
And she still stands out. I mean, when she fights, you know it's gonna be a fight. You know it's gonna be action. And she's a very attractive fighter in the ring. That's why she catches a lot of attention of the fans.
Yeah. Would you remember going to Indio and all that other stuff?
Oh yeah. I remember him and his brother.
The Desert Showdown?
The amateurs, Desert Showdown all the time.
Desert Showdown.
You remember the first one in the baseball
in the actual
field?
desert.
Wait, there was a baseball field fight?
The very first. No, the very first.
Joe, get over here, Joe. We can hear you too, bro. This is live on YouTube right now, and people are like, she went to Garfield. Everybody's claiming you now, right?
I did go to Garfield, but I just like it was like nothing but trouble. So like I was only there for like 6 months, and then one of the counselors came up to me one day. I was ditching school actually with like these new kids that I met. And of course, peer pressure, bad influence. I was walking out of school, and the counselor comes up to me, and he's like, "Sinisa, come here." And I was like, "Oh man, I'm in trouble." He's like, "You don't belong here." And I was like, "What do you mean?" He's like, "Yeah, you're gonna get yourself in trouble. You need to be homeschooled so you can focus on boxing and stay out of trouble." And I was like, "Okay." And then,
wait, they kicked you out?
He basically kicked me out to be better. Because Garfield was that bad. They're like, "Have you ever heard of this guy named Razzo?"
Hey, Razzo.
And I was like, little did I know that I'd be signed by Golden Boy around Razzo.
Oh, you were working there, right, Razzo? You were the TA when she was a student there?
I don't remember her.
Oh, but you were one of the TAs there. Oh, my. So you get kicked out of school. Razzo was trying to help kids in life, and together you guys work together. Stay in school. Wow, it goes full circle. There it is. All right, go back to this stuff. You fought your first fight at a baseball field?
No, it was the first tournament for the Desert Showdown.
The first Desert Showdown
It was in a baseball.
in the Coachella Valley. It was in continuation school. It was because that school's called La Familia High School.
Oh, yeah, La Familia.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's a continuation school.
Yeah.
And they did it. I still remember. You know who fought on that? Vanes fought on the first
I remember that.
on the first ever Desert Showdown was in Thermal, California.
Yep.
On the baseball field of La Familia High School.
Grass.
Hey, there was, it's right in the dirt. As a matter of fact, the palm trees were over there. We had people standing by the palm trees, cutting the leaves and just, using it for shade.
It would keep raining.
Yeah, it was hot.
It was like 115 degrees, no shade at all.
That made her tougher. The heat from Coachella Valley made her tougher.
Oh yeah.
So you see all that, right? You go through that. We're laughing about the story. Not me, because I'm there. Like, that's you guys.
No.
You're way tougher than anybody in this room. But to go from that to where you're at fighting for a world title, like...
Oh, it's crazy. There's so many crazy stories that we have as coming up in the amateurs, just struggling, and then as a professional, so much crazy stuff. It's insane. It's insane to see how far I come. That's why to be fighting on a card and being televised, making the money I should be making, and sign with Golden Boy is like everything that I worked for.
That's awesome. That's
It's
awesome.
insane.
And it's like with athletes, you guys always want to look forward. You don't want to look back. But do you ever catch yourself sometimes like, Wait, for real? Like, I was driving all over the country with my
still,
dad.
We still laugh about certain stuff. Like, remember when my shitty car broke down on the freeway on the way to my fourth pro fight?
Wait, on the way to your pro fight?
I had to put my trunks on, my
what kind of car?
in the car, a 1990
Toyota
Celica.
We have no jack. We have no spare tire. We had a spare tire, but no jack. We're sitting there for hours, and they're calling us, "Hey, she's next. You gotta get here now. The fight is over." And no one's stopping for us. And all of a sudden, these guys in a tow truck pull over, and they're like, "Hey, dude, my daughter's about to." Nah, you're just bullshitting us. No, I'm telling you, because they go, "We're not a service, so we can't legally do it." I go, dude, my daughter's about to fight down the street, and her fight is next. They're gonna cancel it. Your daughter's a fighter. Yeah, I'll show you her uniform. She's in there right now.
She's ready to go.
Guy goes over there. Yeah,
she's all ready to go.
Over and you go, "Oh shit, you're not lying." You go, boom, they right.
Let's go.
They fixed the tire. They shot over.
Went there, had 5 minutes to wrap my hands.
And
went
then
in
she
there.
goes in the ring.
What?
Stopped the girl in 2 rounds.
What was this fight at?
It was in
one of
Orange,
those private shows. It's
in
called,
Orange County.
Man.
What's the name of it? You know?
Some kind of car thing?
Car or something.
Peterson Auto Museum or something?
Some shit like that.
What the hell?
Yeah, it
the
was
car
crazy.
broke down. And
There's
now you
stories like her. You'll find in every boxer as an amateur. Julio, my brother, when he was fighting in San Diego, one time I took Julio to the tournament, and I'll never forget because we got there late. We drove from Indio to San Diego. We got there late. We went to sleep, and the alarm. I mean, we didn't hear the alarm or whatever. I mean, we woke up late, and I go, Julio, hey, we're late. But long story short, when we got to the venue, it was 2 more fights, and then Julio. I remember he was wrapping himself, putting like that. I mean, he put on his cup and everything. And I go, hey, and they were calling his name to get the gloves. You know, you gotta go get your gloves before. I go there. Julio goes, dude, let me put on my wraps. I'm not even gonna warm up. So he didn't even warm up at all. He just put on his wraps, el solo, put the gloves on, get in there and fought like that because we got there late, 2 fights before.
No way. Yeah. That's crazy. I was trying to figure out where you're at, but I couldn't find it so far. All right, so I know you got fighter meetings for DAZN. Last thing for your fans that are watching, everybody is claiming you now.
All right.
All right.
But I'm not, as long as you don't claim me from like Orange County or anything.
Oh, see, that's where the car broke down. We don't need that right there. All right, so Sinisa Estrada tomorrow on DAZN. She's the second fight on DAZN right after Hector Tanajada. So a little bit after 6:30 tomorrow. All right, get your meetings, girl. Thank you very much for being the first
Super
guest
bad
ever.
against Tsunami, right?
Yeah.
Okay, it's gonna be a fight.
The first guest ever on Thursday.
Good luck, Sinisa.
There you go. Thanks, Joe. Thanks, dude. We'll see you guys later. Oh, that was cool. Like, it's weird, Coach. First of all, it's cool. You know, look at we can actually do it in person. Cheers to the ThursDIAZ people already watching right now.
I'm gonna have to rent to your garage every weekend.
Right? This is cool when we do it in person. Like the comments, I can't see all that other good stuff, and I don't care because it's just fun.
Let's introduce my friend too.
Oh yeah, the Bandit. Come on over, Bandit. Yeah,
He's been on our show since the beginning.
yeah. Day one.
From day one. A lot of people don't even know him, but look.
Yeah.
Hello, peeps.
This is the Green Eye Bandit. You guys see him on there. His real name is Cesar. He'll be at the fight tomorrow, and he brought the Barrelito. So MVP.
See,
There it is.
I mean, we got here in a hurry, so we weren't prepared. And this hotel is a little weird. You have to go up to 70th floor, go across, go back down, and then So I got here, and Green Bandit says, "Coach, I have one for you." So thank you.
I know that's his favorite, so I had to.
There it is. Gotcha. There you go. We did a show last 15 minutes ago, and that one didn't count because I deleted it. It's not even there. So they were like, "Oh, the Bandit was the first guest." No, that was a test run.
That was a test run.
There you go. All right. So tomorrow, all right, Bandit, you can leave now. go drink a Razo.
Yeah, another one.
Yeah, go get some more. All right, so tomorrow there's 12 fights on Golden Boy's card, LAFC Stadium. 6 o'clock is the zone, but at 12:15, actually at 12 on the Golden Boy Facebook page is where I'll be at. Myself and Blair Cobbs and a bunch of other people. Coach is actually going to work one fight with me after Mihai Nistor, his big heavyweight fights. Coach will sit with me. So all day long we'll be. Ooh, man, I feel good now. All right. Here you go. These are good. What do you think? Como nalga de
pingüino.
Yeah, so we'll check that out all day long. So if you're coming to the fight on the drive up here, watch on the Golden Boy Facebook page. It'll be 8 different fights. But Coach has a guy named Mihai Nistor. It's the shirt that he's wearing. Mm-hmm. Heavyweight from Romania. He's the one that knocked down Anthony Joshua in the amateurs. Stopped him in the amateurs. Mihai, I didn't recognize him, Coach. He comes up to me. He's like, hey. And I'm like, hey. And,
Who likes this?
And he's in the back where all the fighters are at. So I'm like, okay, this guy is maybe a promoter, a manager for somebody. I don't know. Yeah. And I'm looking at him, and I see the shirt, the one you're wearing. I'm like, no way. This dude lost 40 pounds in 3 months with you. Yeah. And Mihai Nistor, a real cool dude. And he tells me this, coach. He goes, I go to the desert. I went to hell. Now I am free. He said it was the hell of the heat and the training camp, but this heavyweight is legit good, isn't he?
Oh yeah, he's tough. He's very tough. You know, he reminds me of Mike Tyson because, you know, he has that head movement. He gets in there, and when he's inside, every punch he throws is a power punch. He just wants to knock your head out. Yeah. On his last. Zurdo Ramirez.
He's leaving.
Oh, tell him, Razo.
Zurdo.
Oh, my friend, my friend.
La estrella.
Mira nomás.
Papá.
Aquí siéntate, Zurdo.
Salud.
Hey, the main event. Estamos haciendo el podcast. Está en vivo on YouTube right now. Oh, he speaks English now. Zurdo Ramirez, the main event tomorrow night on The Zone, taking on Sullivan Barrera. Si lo quieres en inglés, en español, it don't matter, bro. Everybody's watching us.
Yeah, live.
We're live, man. We're
live on a podcast.
It's ThursDIAZ, lo hacemos cada jueves. Sí. Pero estamos ThursDIAZ. We're Thirsty Thursdays.
Thursday.
How you feeling?
Cada jueves lo hacemos. Es un podcast que comenzó el año pasado. Cuando comenzó la pandemia, comenzamos a hacerlo y fíjate, mucha gente nos está siguiendo y siempre lo hacemos de su casa y la mía en la computadora y ahora pues nos tocó por primera vez hacerlo juntos y aprovechar que están ustedes aquí también para...
Madre, y toman bonito. ¿Cómo terminan? Dice, no,
esto no es nada, Zurdo. No se tomó media botella de tequila y al último me dejó solo.
One night, they gave me a bottle of Don Ramon and I was like, that much, and I finished it. And halfway through, they're like, I'm going to play golf tomorrow. They're like, no, you're not, because they leave, you know, they're leaving all the comments.
Okay.
And I'm playing golf tomorrow, Razo, 7 o'clock. So, and they're like, no, you're not. You're drunk. I'm like, no, I'm not. I'm like, fuck you. A todos. Me levanté, like, halfway through the show. I went outside the garage. I didn't come back. Coach had to do the show. Hey, but next day, I showed up to play golf. Oh. I was there. I was a champ.
¿Te enseño los videos? ¿Cómo enseño los videos? ¿Cómo andaba?
Fuck, man.
Ya me imagino bien crudo.
No, pero...
Oh, bro, man. I deleted the podcast. It doesn't exist anymore.
Pues,
lo hubieras dejado.
No, es lo bonito, pues, que es auténtico, ¿no? Es auténtico, que la gente vea lo que está pasando. Pero más que todo, Zurdo, pues estamos aquí. Muchísimas gracias por tu tiempo. Mañana vas a tener una pelea muy buena, obviamente. Regresas tú, regresa al boxeo otra vez. Buenos eventos, toda la cartelera va a estar buena. Sí. Sabes que te deseamos todo lo mejor. Vamos a estar ahí apoyando. Y pues un placer tenerte aquí en el show, que para nosotros es un orgullo, obvio tener un campeón como tú, ¿no?
Muchas gracias, y pues también el placer es mío, ya tanto tiempo conocerlos y el darme el espacio también.
No, mira, pues mucha gente nos sigue, tenemos un año y aquí con Beto que comenzó esto, empezamos a generar muchos fanáticos y mucha gente nos mira, la gente está ahí al pendiente de cada jueves y pues lo que hacemos es hablar del boxeo, pero hablar historias, ¿no? Hablar historias que hemos vivido, no específicamente boxeo, sino historias detrás de escenas, que mucha gente mira el boxeo, prende la televisión y mira peleas, pero no sabe lo que pasa detrás de escenas, ¿no? Sí, hemos platicado muchas historias. De todo.
Puro, how do you feel? Are you ready for the fight?
Nada de eso.
Yo creo que el boxeo es difícil, no cualquiera lo puede hacer, pero es un arte.
Claro.
Es un arte porque no cualquiera lo puede hacer y solamente hay ciertas personas que sí lo hacen y lo hacen bien también. Sí. Entonces es algo muy bonito el boxeo, que atrás de eso pues nadie ve como cuando dan el peso, que tienen que estar con las cámaras, que tienen que estar en entrevistas, todo eso y a veces la gente nada más critica porque no sabe, pero hay opiniones de todos, ¿verdad? De todos hay opiniones y se vale porque a veces dicen la verdad los críticos.
Claro.
Y al boxeador no le gustan a veces, pero pues tienen razón.
Mira, Zurdo, ahí hay una frase que dice: si hablan bien o mal de mí, es que estoy haciendo algo.
A huevo.
Si no hablan de ti, preocúpate porque no estás haciendo nada, ¿no? Sí. Pero el propósito de esto es darle a la gente pues poquito de lo que vivimos nosotros, ¿no? Sí, porque nosotros ahorita no te vamos a preguntar cómo te sientes. No, porque eso...
No, pues ahorita...
Are you ready?
O estás listo, ¿no? Yo pienso que si no estuvieras listo, no estuvieras aquí, ¿no? Nosotros hablamos de cosas, cosas reales, cosas que somos realistas. A veces preguntas, por ejemplo, ¿qué te metió al boxeo? ¿Qué fue lo primero que te llamó la atención del deporte del box? ¿Por qué estás aquí? ¿Cuál fue tu motivo por estar en el boxeo? Muchos tenemos una historia, ¿no?
Sí.
Yo tengo la mía, cada boxeador tiene la de él, ¿no? Y ¿hubo alguna razón de niño que te llamó la atención llegar a ser boxeador y llegar hasta donde estás?
Pues mira, al principio era de que veía las peleas y me creía boxeador y luego en la calle pues nos poníamos los guantes y luego salíamos de pleito. Sí, y me fue gustando el boxeo y me encontré un gimnasio y fui al gimnasio y me empecé a boxear, llevé a los morros también de la colonia donde peleábamos, pero decía, no, esta madre no, está muy difícil porque nos subían a tirar guantes y luego agarramos camión para irnos, a veces pedíamos dinero para regresarnos porque no teníamos dinero. Sí, y así empezó. Y ya después me boxeé amateur y dije, pues tengo talento, lo puedo hacer, me pueden pagar. Y al principio yo lo hacía por el dinero, no lo hacía porque me gustaba el boxeo realmente. Y le empecé a agarrar amor cuando gané el campeonato del mundo. Sí, fue cuando empecé a realmente agarrarle amor, porque al principio era de que...
¿De profesional?
Sí.
Wow. ¿Sí?
Porque no, yo decía...
So you didn't love it until you won a
soy
title.
bueno en lo que hago y me da dinero, pues yo lo voy a hacer por dinero. Sí. Entonces yo no veía más allá de tener campeonatos, de hacer historia, de hacer algo. Entonces, cuando gano el campeonato, me convierto en el primer mexicano en ser campeón del mundo, me dije, ay cabrón, pues se siente bien, ¿qué es esto? Y me empezó a gustar, empecé a ver más boxeo, porque yo no veía peleas, yo solamente iba a pelear y pum, 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 vámonos, ya.
Really?
Sí.
So you didn't love boxing until you won a title?
Y es lo que la gente no sabe, ¿no? Muchas cosas que la gente no sabe de cada peleador.
That's a lot of dedication for not loving it.
Cada peleador tiene su historia y tiene su propósito, ¿ves? Como dice él, yo nunca no le tenía amor al boxeo hasta que gané mi título. Era por el dinero. Obviamente todo el peleador que tiene hambre lo hace por el dinero, porque quieren sobresalir, ¿no? Porque la pobreza es lo que inculca a uno a seguir ese camino para sobresalir. La historia de cada quien.
Yeah.
Y fíjate, él es algo que mucha gente no sabe. Ahorita la gente que está mirando ahorita aquí en este programa ya ahora sabe qué fue lo que inculcó al zurdo a entrar al boxeo. Ahora, después de que se coronó campeón, que le agarró amor al deporte, y aquí está.
Y después dije, lo voy a hacer porque me gusta, no porque voy a ganar dinero. El dinero va a venir, pero lo voy a hacer porque me gusta también. Entonces, ahora quiero ser leyenda, quiero tener títulos, quiero ayudar a muchos jóvenes que pues soy un modelo a seguir, quiero seguir siendo el modelo a seguir, de que vean ellos que se puede hacer, de que si tú lo crees, lo puedes llegar a hacer, porque la mente es muy poderosa, que te pones una meta y estás ahí y lo logras. Entonces llega el momento en que a veces no te pones metas y te olvidas de qué más sigue, qué más puedo hacer, de que te vale madre todo y que entonces hasta puede llegar a depresión, porque a mí me dio depresión también, de que pues soy campeón del mundo pero no me siento campeón del mundo. ¿Qué más sigue? ¿Qué puedo hacer?
¿A cuánto tiempo después de que te coronaste sentiste eso? Porque hay muchas personas que no digieren eso rápido, tardan tiempo. Hay veces que yo te digo, por ejemplo, Brandon Figueroa, el día que peleó le ganó a Neri. Después de la pelea andábamos él y yo solos caminando por el hotel como si nunca había peleado. Y le digo, cabrón, eres campeón del mundo. Y me dice, ay no. Él quería jugar videos, quería ir a su cuarto a jugar video games en su PlayStation 5 o qué sé qué. Le dije, cabrón, eres campeón del mundo. Le acabas de ganar al Pantera Neri. Y le dice, ay no. No lo dijeron hasta después. Y dice, ay cabrón. Cuando Johnny Pérez ganó su IBF title en Las Vegas, yo estaba con él. Fui a su cuarto. No, él llegó a mi cuarto a las 5 de la mañana. Me tocó la puerta y me dice, coach, ¿podemos hablar? ¿Qué pasó? Me dice, coach, gané el título mundial. Sí. Le hace, estoy contento, pero no durmió toda la noche. Él no le llegó eso hasta después. ¿Entiendes? Y salimos a caminar ahí por Las Vegas, él y yo solos a las 6 de la mañana. Y empezó él a digerir, porque mucha gente así lo hace. ganan un título mundial o logran una meta que nunca lo esperaban y no lo creen.
Sí.
Y por eso, como él dice, le entró la depresión porque, ¿ahora qué?
Ahora que sí. Y fíjate, hice 5 defensas de mi título. Después me lastimé la mano. Me lastimé la mano en la 4ª defensa. Y fue cuando me empezó a dar depresión de que pues, no hago boxeo, no hago nada. Entonces, ¿qué voy a hacer de mi vida? ¿Verdad? Y soy bueno en lo que hago y no puedo hacerlo. ¿Y qué va a pasar con mis manos? Entonces, y fue difícil el salir de ahí, y empecé a tomar ayuda, empecé a tomar terapia. Tengo una psicoanalista que todavía me ayuda y empezamos a coordinar las ideas, a poner todo en orden y decir, ay cabrón, pues sabes qué, pues toda mi vida estuve deprimido, ¿por qué? Porque pues no. Imagínate un niño que sale de la pobreza y llega a tener todo y que se quiere comer al mundo y cuando tienes un chingo de amigos y llegas a tu casa y estás solo, dices, ay cabrón, pues estoy solo, realmente
¿Estabas solo?
Sí, me sentía solo, no estaba solo, pero yo me sentía
No,
solo.
adentro estaba solo.
Sí. Entonces,
Por eso antes cuando te conocí, nunca hablabas con nadie. Llegabas al gimnasio, te metías y te ibas a un lado, te saludaban, ok, hi, bye.
Sí.
Pero ahora como ya tienes personalidad, es un zurdo diferente.
Pues es que era tímido, a pesar de que era una persona conocida y todo, era tímido, era inseguro, era inseguro de mí y me ayudó como te digo, tomé ayuda y me empezó a ayudar y entonces yo tengo que ser seguro de mí, tengo que ver que la gente me vea seguro. ¿Por qué? Porque soy un modelo a seguir también y pues imagínate que veas una persona insegura y que está llegando, entonces ¿cómo puede ser eso? Me decía la doctora, cuando llegues con las personas, si te sientas, cualquier persona que siente un lado de ti, le tienes que hablar y te era bien difícil de que a veces uno tiene miedo al rechazo, de que a veces la gente te rechaza, pero no porque quiere, sino porque no se da cuenta, a lo mejor está en su humor, pero también uno tiene que tener pues esa chispa.
Un tipo de carisma, ¿no?
Sí,
Tienes
de sacarle plática de perdida. ¿Qué horas son?
Porque antes, yo miraba como eres tímido, you're shy, pero cuando los fans, zurdo, los saludabas de un lado, pero nunca ibas a sacar fotos, a firmar. Hoy estabas ahí parado esperando a toda la gente hasta que toda la gente tenía autógrafo. That's pretty cool.
Sí, te digo, pues quiero ayudar.
Because you're
jóvenes,
comfortable now. Estás cómodo con la gente.
Y quiero ayudar jóvenes también de que son inseguros, tímidos, que vean de que también pueden ser ellos mejor personas, que pueden sacar todo lo que traen y que no nomás en el boxeo, que en la vida también. Entonces me gusta ayudar personas, como te digo, tengo mi fundación también ahí en Mazatlán, también tengo mi gimnasio para darle más motivación a los niños, a los jóvenes.
Es un lado que no sabíamos de ti, que estás saliendo esta semana.
Eso es muy bueno porque te abres con el público, te abres con la gente. La confianza tuya es muy importante por tus logros, ¿no? Nada ha sido fácil desde que comenzaste. Nada ha sido fácil. Tú tienes derecho a ser feliz, ¿no? A disfrutar de lo que has logrado. Y pues obviamente la timidez es por naturaleza, ¿no? Pues tienes que abrirte con la gente. Ahora que lo estás haciendo, yo también lo noté. Ahora que te miré en la conferencia de prensa ayer y eso, te ves más alegre, se te ve en la calle una alegría en la cara, tu alegría de amistad y todo, y te sientes bien, ¿entiendes? Porque simplemente te metes tú en una burbuja solo y ¿qué pasa? Estás en depresión. No, eso no es bueno. Has logrado mucho, Zurdo, y te lo mereces, cara, güey.
Muchas gracias.
Y la mera verdad, estamos contentos de estar aquí contigo.
Sí, y a veces uno no se ni siquiera te aplaude de lo que has hecho, de que dices, ay, estoy bien y no me siento, porque no te aplaude, entonces dices, hiciste algo bien, qué chingón soy. Y a veces también en el gimnasio estoy corriendo y estoy viendo en el espejo, todos los días me levanto y me doy seguridad. ¿Cómo? Digo, pues soy chingón, soy libra por libra.
¿Lo mismo que hace Russell?
Sí.
Fíjate en tus logros, fíjate en tus logros.
Sí.
Tú mismo en tu propia casa te sientas y miras alrededor y dices, todo esto me lo he ganado, es mío. Va a ser el esfuerzo de tu trabajo, ¿no? eso es algo importante. Seguridad tú mismo. Mentalidad fuerte, porque eres un campeón y todavía tienes para rato. ¿Entiendes?
How old are you?
30 ya.
30. Wow, you're still
Ya tengo,
so young.
Sí, y aparte que ahora me gusta también estar solo, sí, porque aprendes a tener amor propio, a convivir contigo, de que ir a comer tú solo, que puedes hacer cosas tú solo y sin ya de que pues ya pasaste todo eso y te sirvió. Entonces imagínate si antes no estaba bien y lo hacía, ahora que estoy bien pues lo hago con gusto, y pues la gente también lo puede hacer, lo puedes superar todo, puedes superar. Yo antes pensaba que el enemigo era el rival, que él era el rival, que ganarle, chingarle todo, y sí, en parte sí, pero uno tiene que pelear consigo mismo, con uno mismo, todos los días, de que andas de mala, de que no te levantas de humor, que no te sientes feliz, que crees que el otro güey te está haciendo algo.
Claro.
Entonces, el rival no es él, es uno mismo, aquí está. Y tienes que todos los días vencerlo, todos los días levantarte temprano, comer bien, tienes que hacer bien las cosas. Entonces,
otro lado que no.
Sí, claro, a veces tu propio enemigo es tú mismo.
Sí, de que imagínate, a veces estás creando una película y no la terminas. ¿Por qué? Porque estás pensando en mañana o ayer, no estás pensando en hoy. Hay que disfrutar un pequeño detalle de hoy.
Yeah, Zurdo Ramirez, man. Mira, the supporter here. Ánimo, Zurdo, eres chingón, el enemigo es un mismo. Sí. Mazatlán, los mejores mariscos del mundo.
A huevo.
A huevo.
Main event tomorrow night on the zone. Zurdo, ahorita hay que descansar, man. Gracias,
no se lo pierdan, Zurdo Ramírez. Un placer, campeón.
Un placer, carajo. Un respeto, man. Gracias.
Muchas gracias. Ve a descansar, hijo.
Y cuando vamos al golf,
llegó mi gallo.
Al golf. Oh, ya ves.
No, fácil.
No vamos a jugar, que va a ganar.
No, va a ganar.
¿Cómo te fue? ¿Ganaste o perdiste? Pisteamos bien.
Pues sí, man.
Ok, Zurdo. Buenas tardes.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. See you tomorrow.
¿Qué onda, gallo?
Dude, as the Ace of SoCal says, Zurdo makes it easy to root for him. Like, Coach, I mean, I've known him back when he was a body and when he was training in Carson, and he was always quiet, and like his fights weren't exactly the most exciting. Lately, it has been, and for him to open up like that,
that's why you have to touch the button. See, when I told him, when I opened up that doorway, hey, how? I mean, what brought you in? What got you into this? And then he starts opening up. You know, you don't want to ask him, "Are you ready?"
No, exactly. That's what we get on Thursday. It's not.
Are you ready?
It's the confidence that they have in us to like. There's no way Zurdo will say that to anybody else.
Nope.
For him to admit that he goes to a therapist and the therapist made him better and to enjoy every single moment,
he opened up to us saying that he went through depression, you know, and he was always alone, and he was always, you know, he never trusted people around him.
Yeah.
You know, he was never a friendly person. I mean, that's great. That's a great story, man.
For him to say, I didn't like boxing until after I became a world champion.
Yeah.
And there are a lot of guys like that don't like it.
I know.
But they don't get that far. This dude became a champion. Like, that's, I think, why now the last couple fights you've seen him going for the kill, going after guys, a different style, because he looks forward to it. That's what it is. Happy.
I've always said, and I've always told my fighters, a happy fighter always performs better. And Zurdo Ramirez is a good example. You see, the last couple fights, he's performed very different.
Yeah.
And for him to start loving the sport after he won the title, I mean, like he says, before that, I just did it for the money, which is understandable.
Which is everybody, right?
But at the same time, you gotta love the sport. You gotta love your job.
Yeah. There was a story on Zurdo, if you want to go check out more, written on ESPN. Mark Kriegel wrote about it a couple years ago, about the way he grew up in Mazatlán, where he said that he thought he was going to be a sicario. Like, that's the kind of neighborhood where he's from, where it's, you go that way, and he's like, oh, I would have done it. Because he said he was fighting in the streets.
It's easy.
Just get after it. And then to change his life around, go into the gym. But he was going to the gym because he's like, think about it. He got to be a world champion, not loving it, probably didn't even put in the work that he's doing now. And you hear him saying, I want to be a legend, and I want to be a role model. That was cool. Thanks a lot, Razo. Razo hooked that up, grabbed it.
Razo!
Razo. Ross is on the side eating right now. So thanks to everybody who's joining us right now. Mr. Boxing Guru, who said nobody's watching this, but you're watching it, so it's all that matters.
Exactly.
As long as we got one person, that's all that matters.
As long as Guru's watching, that's all that matters.
Exactly. And I reminded
Oh, and
Guru.
then, hey,
Our
guest of honor.
The guest of honor. There it is. There it is. All right. So tomorrow there's gonna be a special ThursDIAZ section. Make sure you guys tag the Instagram with the ThursDIAZ account and let us know where you're gonna be at. I told our ticket guy who gave us the tickets to make sure that everybody's in the same section. So if you see somebody, they're sitting by you. They're there. So I will be walking by during the Tanahara fight. So we'll be there. Also, Marco Favela, who made the graphics. Appreciate Marco. Continues to do everything. Gino Torres, the athletic director at Sure High. Mental health has become more valuable to all of us. And first of all, to you talk about mental health and open up, that's great. But for a Mexican from Sinaloa to do that, like how many lives is he impacting?
A lot. You know why? Because that means that, he's letting people know that he's human.
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes you got to realize that, you could be the toughest guy out there. I'm telling you, even Mike Tyson, the most feared fighter, and there's a point in his life where he feels lonely.
Yeah.
He feels lonely and he needs some help, Not everything that shines in life is gold, And Zurdo Ramirez is a great example.
There it is. All right, well, there it is. We did the show live for you from downtown Los Angeles. The first time we do the show in person, and everything worked. We figured it out. So nothing broke. We have a camera over there. I wish the camera guy that I hired, I'm not going to say his name, but he's Chimpa's brother. Puras mentiras, puras mentiras, puras mentiras. The Tanahara crew is here, or Robert Garcia, but wrong section. You guys are down the hall, right? Yeah. Hey, tell Sergio Moro. Look at you.
Sit down right here. Sit down
Real quick.
Just a couple seconds.
Oh, you got a couple seconds? Oh, okay. I was saying goodbye.
Hector Tanahara's on the card. Another kid from Texas. Great fight tomorrow night against William Cepeda, right?
Yeah.
That's going to be a great fight, honestly. I think this fight's going to take the show.
Yeah, so the Hector Tanahara Jr., Hector Tanahara Sr. is right here, live on ThursDIAZ live podcast that we do every Thursday. It's not like Pita and Roberts, where they have millions of followers. We only got 3 people watching.
Appreciate y'all for having me.
Yeah, man, so there's a camera right there. All right, so Hector Tanahara is the first fight on DAZN tomorrow at 6. All right, when you go to Robert's gym, you see all kinds of guys. How hard is it every single day in there?
It's pretty tough, but you got to bring your A game every day, because if you don't, you're going to get fucked up.
That's how it is.
Basically, you got to have it in your mind, trust in yourself and believe in yourself, too, at the same time.
You haven't fought since when?
A year and a half.
Is it a year and a half?
A year and 6 months, actually, January.
Because you had a fight going on, then COVID hit, and everything else.
Yeah.
Like, what did you do?
I got ready for 2 fights.
2?
So I was still training, yeah. I had 2 fights, fought through Hesta at Fantasy Springs. Hour before the weigh-in, they told me that
Hesta got sick.
He got food poisoning. Yeah. And then the one with Machado, I got sick. So, I still been training. It was just stay ready for whenever I got the call.
How old are you now?
24.
Remember when you met me, you were 18?
18, yeah.
Yeah, you just gone to prom?
Yeah.
No, seriously, he went to prom, and then a couple months later, he's at the Velasco fighting. And now you get to fight at LAFC Stadium. It's cool, all that other good stuff. But forget all that, right? It's like, this is how big for your career. You win this, and then you get back to the mix, right?
Yeah, exactly. This is what we've been training for her whole career, everything we dreamed about. So it's finally here. Got to take advantage of the opportunity.
All right, enough boxing talk. What's up with the hair?
I went back to my old days.
I went to my old days.
That's that Texas haircut right there, huh?
Simple cut.
That's what it's called, a simple cut?
Yeah, just line up, taper.
I met this kid. Yeah, he was probably like 16, huh? Like 16 years old.
We actually led when Panterita won the world championship.
Oh yeah, when Omar Figueroa fought Arakawa, he didn't have a cup, a protector, so he loaned it to him.
Wait. Your guy fights for the world title and didn't take a cup?
He forgot it. It happens. It happens because, like I said, boxers are always in a hurry. They pack everything except either the mouthpiece or the cup, right?
Yeah.
So he came over.
But it's not like, okay, the mouthpiece, I understand. It's like that's big. But the cup?
At the end of the day, it's an article, and the size doesn't matter. Pictures that they displays,
Blame the dad.
So we were in San Antonio, and he comes over, and he lends Omar the cup. That's when I met this kid. And at the same time, I met his dad, and every time, like, hey, there was times in which he would go to a tournament, and my phone rings, and they're like, it's him. Hey, wait, can you do me a favor? Can you talk to my son and give him a little motivational speech? Pásamelo, cabrón. Hey. Remember? Yeah. Hey, wait, you're in the finals, dude. He's always in the finals in tournaments. He would go to tournaments, and every time he made it to the finals for the championship, Papa, hey, wait, no, Papa, no. Can you talk to my son and just give him a... Pásamelo, cabrón.
What were the words like? What was he saying?
Nothing good. It was all bad words. Hey, cabrón, ¿sabes qué? No tenga miedo, échale ganas. Usted hasta ahí, ya llegó ahí. Pon, échale chingazos.
Here's Hector Tanahara when he's 16.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just say gracias.
He was saying, okay, coach, gracias.
Okay, good. And then Hector's percent. Wow, I'm fired up.
Kawhi.
Because you're Kawhi. Yeah. You're the Mexican Kawhi. That's what it is, man.
No. And right now you're reminding me of something. My lawyer, Steve Martini, he used to do the same thing when his daughter played soccer. I don't know his daughter. And recently I found out because we had a dinner recently, and he told me, hey, remember recently my daughter told me, hey, Dad, remember the guy you used to call before my games? I was like, who was he? You know what I mean? For the same thing.
You're just calling random kid, like motivating them? Oh,
hey, well,
did it work? Good luck.
Yeah. Hey.
Did it work?
Hey, man, sabes, you already here. You already put the work in.
Yeah, sir. We get to see the motivation live.
The hardest part, yeah, exactly.
Oh, we get to see live motivation.
The hardest part is done. The hardest part is done. Now you're here to have fun and do what you do best.
Yeah.
Fight tomorrow and win, right?
Yeah.
Good luck.
Yeah.
Let's do it. Hey, por eso te voy a cobrar, cabrón.
There it is. Hector Tanahara.
Hey, esto es gratis, cabrón.
That was gratis. Good kid, man. I want to call him. He's 24 years old. He's a grown up though, but and he came with Joshua Franco, and Franco became a world champion. So good kids. Since they were fighting at Belasco and early on, and just super nice. Good to see him and just get opportunity. He had a couple fights fall.
You know. Let me tell you a little bit about his story. His dad. I don't know if he still does, but he was doing the same thing I did when I was working construction sheet metal. And back home, back in Texas, he would tell his son. He would tell him to go out there and look for work to make extra money. So Hector Tanahara would go to neighbors and cut the yard. You know, he would, hey, can I cut your yard? So he had him mowing lawns out there to make extra money when he was a kid. Back when I met him, they needed money for tournaments to go, to tournaments. And his dad was always hustling. You know, he was working construction and stuff. And, I relate with him. But at the same time, he says, man, my son, every time he's going to go to a tournament, he wants to make a couple extra bucks. So he goes out there and knocks on neighbors' houses. Hey, you guys want me to cut your lawn? Wow. And he will mow the lawns for money. And that's good, man. Respect to the kid.
Good kid, man. So whatever goes, he has a tough fight against Cameron Cepeda. But it'll be a good one. So that'll be on DAZN live at 6 o'clock. Then, like I said, start at 12 o'clock, Golden Boy Facebook page. It'll be Razo, we got all kinds of guys. Let's see here. Look at the bout sheet. Gregory Morales, Starling Castro for the Dominican. Mihai Nistor, coach's fighter, will be third. Crazy A is Ajo Venetian. Then Lamont Roach Jr. Then this guy, I've met him today, Miguel Gaona. He has over 100,000 followers. He has his own body shop. That's who he is.
Really?
Making his pro debut. And Gaona is going to be walked out by Andy Ruiz. And there's a bunch of YouTubers at the hotel already that are here just for this kid. So he sold a bunch of tickets. So Miguel Gaona from El Sereno will be making his debut. Then Brian Chevalier against Crunchtime Wilkins. And then Fujioka against Sulerm Urbina. That'll be it. Then at 6 o'clock will be the DAZN show. All right, Coach. We did it. We survived. We know what's going on. Yeah. Our camera guy shows up with tacos and he doesn't even help us right now. Here, come sit down right here. We're going to yell at you.
Alain, come on.
Yeah. The battery, Razo,
he has always been a big supporter.
The battery's still good, Razo? All right, because if it is, we're going to yell at Al-Dahid right now.
Gallo.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Welcome.
All right, so this is Al-Dahid, what's your last name?
Gonzalez.
He works at Golden Boy. I hired him out today to be the camera guy. And then he tells me, I can't, I'm working. Yesterday when I told him, can you? He's like, yeah, I got nothing else to do. I'm here for you. Al-Dahid, without naming any names, what did Roberto make you do?
A lot of things. You'll be surprised. It's not only him. You gotta be flexible for anything that comes up.
Yeah, and Al-Dahid is a fantastic young man. He's gonna be a matchmaker soon. He's working all behind the scenes. So what did they have you do today? Everybody thinks that you guys just show up and you hang out and you get a wristband and VIP and all that stuff. It's work, right?
I wish it was like that, but you really gotta show up and
look at the camera. I tell these people it's hard.
You gotta show up and do what you're told, because if not, you'll get replaced.
You get replaced quick.
Okay, what did you have to do today when you came back?
So today I had to do media check-in for the weigh-in, making sure teams, fighters, everything is going good, making sure they're where they're supposed to be. And then once I get my part out of the way, I'm able to go and, in quotations, enjoy the weigh-in.
But then they always make you do something, huh?
Yep. Whether it's, you got to take something down, you got to carry this somewhere. But
he's a
gopher.
He's a gopher.
Go for this, go for that.
Go for this, go for that. But he's got to get things done. But he's also made a couple of fights. All right. So tomorrow.
Oh, that's true.
Tomorrow, which fight do you want to see?
All of them.
Oh, okay, get you.
No.
There's one. If you have to pick one.
Look, go the boy PR. Stop. Give me one fight where you're like, okay, that's the one. I'm going to make sure Razo isn't making me get anything. I want to watch this one.
Definitely crunch time.
Oh
yeah. Because if they went at it like that at a press conference, I can just imagine how I was going to be inside the ring.
Crunch time. Well, Razo, who you making quiet over there? Jackie. Hey, Jackie, keep it down. There it is. All right, so Al-Dahid. Oh, yeah. Oh, we're working. Welcome to Bethel Digital and Entertainment.
This is not a job.
You want to get in front of our camera, Jackie? No. Go ahead, Jackie. I'm not camera ready. Yeah. If you guys need tickets, hit up Jackie. All right, so yeah, tomorrow, there it is. Oh, Fino Boxing said you made him wait 30 minutes. All right, so Al-Dahid is good. Al-Dahid, now that you're seeing the show live, tell these people how much I work.
It looks pretty on screen, but there's a lot of work that goes behind getting it set up to where it looks like this.
It's all by myself.
You know, coach is a very busy person.
You know what?
And I'm here.
Oh, you know what? You know what we can do? All right, is Tonyo still watching?
Is the iPad charged?
I'm feeling really confident in my ability to work the technical side right now. So, Tonyo, if you're watching right now, log in. Okay? Tonyo, you got 2 minutes. Right? Yeah, break time's over. He's taking a break.
Break time's over. Tonyo, hey,
you got 2 minutes to log in, Tonyo. I'm far away from the computer. I'm far away. So if you want, you log in and we'll see what's going on. See, because Tonyo hasn't been leaving any kind of comments. No, nothing. All right, but that's what it was. So this was cool. Will we do it again? Possibly. Now I know how we can do this at your gym, coach. It's just we need somebody to work the computer part. I need a longer cable. There's a lot of stuff going on. The Beto Visión team is just me. People don't understand how hard I work. I'm here for you guys.
Maybe if we get I don't know, an updated computer or a better computer.
No, the computer's new.
It's good?
It's all new. All this stuff is brand. Look, coach, this doesn't have tags on it. I'm not going to tell you sent me that
Maybe
camera.
you have a mouse over here.
Look, I even have the...
Just these extensions.
Okay.
I just need... I planned this on Tuesday. I didn't think we were really going to do this.
You did great. Yeah, look, you got your whole setup.
Yeah.
You know, it's because a lady told me today at the weigh-in, hey, coach, you don't mind me holding the camera? No, not at all.
Okay, look, lights on.
Oh, we got lights.
We got lights.
See, when I saw the light, I had to put on my glasses. It was going to be a little too bright for me.
Oh, Tonyo's not here. Tonyo's not here. They're waiting for you.
And then everybody's crying, oh, how come Antonio wasn't on the show?
Oh, yes.
People start crying, why isn't Tonyo on the show?
What could Tonyo be doing right now?
Nothing. He's taking a break.
Oh!
That's him. Is that him?
Let me see. Hopefully it doesn't cancel.
Is the iPad charged?
There he is. Look.
Oh. Does it work?
You got a sticker now too?
Tonyo! No, Tonyo's not working. No, because Tonyo's frozen. Tonyo's frozen. Watch, I can change my camera.
He's behind.
Yeah. See, Tonyo's not working.
Tonyo's taking a break. Look.
See, wherever Tonyo's at, he's frozen. All right, so we're going to hang up on Tonyo. We're going to say goodbye. Tonyo didn't work.
Tonyo don't have Wi-Fi.
No, we tried to get him. See? There it is. Look, Al-Lahib's there. All right, we're going to hang up on Tonyo. Oh, we're not on us. There it is. All right, we'll say goodbye. Adios, everybody. Coach, lean in a little bit, get in there. Too late.
Okay.
Oh, Tonyo's back. Let's see. One last time for Tonyo. Don't mess up, Tonyo.
Oh, there he is.
Man,
There you go.
I'm in.
We figured it out.
Yes.
He's at a restaurant.
Where are you, Toño?
I'm at work.
Oh, he's at the Boys and Girls Club. He's at work.
This is bad.
I hope they fire you today. I'm going to keep my fingers crossed so they fire you today from the Boys and Girls Club.
Toño, you shouldn't be calling in to a live show from work.
He's taking a break. Look, he froze.
He froze. All right, everybody. Look, we're gonna say goodbye to. All right, for Razzo, who helped us all out today.
Razzo.
Appreciate it. The
Come
Green
on,
Eye
Razzo.
Bandit. Razzo, come on over here.
Hey,
Bandit, come over here.
Brandon, come over here.
Somebody take a screenshot of this.
The live audience.
Oh, there it is. All right, so there's a live audience. Thank you guys so much for the Bandit, Alahid, Razzo, Coach, and Roberto, who's busy with Miguel Cotto right now. We'll see you guys tomorrow. The ThursDIAZ section live at Bank of California Stadium. We did it. The
Golden
first-
Boy Boxing tomorrow. Don't miss the fights. Great show tomorrow.
Tune in. Send it.